Hello friends, welcome back to our online class once again. We are here and this is for class 7 and today we are going to learn the first chapter of mathematics, that is integer. So my dear, we should have a clear idea about integer before going to the solutions from the exercises. So what is an integer? First we learned 1, after that I think 2. Like this, the number, a set of numbers we learned. These numbers are called natural numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They are counting numbers. They are natural numbers. If 0 also comes in the family, then it starts from 0, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to infinity. These numbers are called whole numbers. So we have some idea about a natural number as well as whole numbers. Okay, all the natural numbers are whole numbers. But all the whole numbers is not natural number, as we know that 0 is the whole number which is not natural. These all we learnt in smaller classes. All the natural numbers are positive numbers. And 0 is a neutral number, it is neither positive nor negative. Okay. If we place our numbers on a number line, then our numbers are, if start with 0 in the middle, suppose this is 0, right of 0 all are the positive numbers. Okay, and these are the natural numbers. And then when you come left side of 0, then we will have negative numbers. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, dot 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 till infinity. Is it? Okay. So now in this number line you can observe we have two types of numbers. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 whole numbers, and also negative numbers -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6. Is it? Negative numbers. Now these positive numbers and the negative numbers collectively called integers. That means integers is a set of numbers which includes whole numbers as well as negative numbers. Okay? Got it? You check in this number line, the numbers are placed from left to right in ascending order. That means here I have -6, -6, then -5, -4, ascending order. That means -5 is greater than -6, -4 is greater than -5, -3 is greater than -4, 0 is greater than -1, and 1 is greater than 0, 2 is greater than 1, 3 is greater than 2, and 4 is greater than 3. That means these numbers are placed in ascending order. Here the integers are in ascending order. Now my dear, we have to understand about the absolute value of integers. Now what is the absolute value of an integer? Absolute value is the numerical value of the integer regardless of its sign. Absolute value of an integer tells about its numerical value only. Absolute value can be written with this symbol, that is modulus symbol. Okay, so modulus of a is always a, as well as modulus of -a is also a. Okay, absolute value of an integer can be equal to the integer or it can be greater than the integer, but it never less than the integer. If -a is an integer, then its absolute value of -a is equal to a. If a is an integer, then absolute value of a is equal to a. That means it can be equal to the integer and it can be greater than the integer, but it cannot be less than the integer. Okay? Yes. Now addition of integers. Let us have two integers 5 plus 7. Very simple. They both are the positive integers. So directly we will add 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. No problem. Now second case is -5 -7. Both are negative. In such cases you just add their absolute values 5 and 7, that is 12, and since both of them has sign negative or the greater number is sign negative, then sign will be negative, sign will be minus. So the result is minus 12. Is it? We can understand in this way, if both the integers have positive sign, the number will be added and the sign remains same. If both the numbers have negative sign, then also the number will be added and then sign will be negative. Here minus 5 and minus 7 both are in negative. So the result is minus 12. Okay. Now another case you check, the minus 7 and plus 5. If there is only one minus, then we subtract the smaller one from the greater number. So here only one minus, we have minus 7. So 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. But 7 is greater number and it has negative sign. So in result it will have minus sign, negative sign. So when we place sign in the result, we should check what the sign the greater number has. We will put that sign. Okay. Next case you check 7 plus minus 5. Here only one minus we have. So if there is only one minus, you subtract the smaller from the greater. So 7 minus 5 is 2. Now 7 and 5 you check, which has the negative sign? 5 has the negative sign and 5 is smaller, greater is 7. So sign remain positive because 7 has the positive sign. Is it? One more condition you check. 5 plus minus 7. Here also one minus we have. So you subtract the smaller from the greater, that is 7 minus 5 is equal to 2 and 7 has the minus sign, so sign will be minus. Is it clear? So very simple. If both the integers have same sign, we will add, but we will put the sign of the greater number. Is it? Yes. If the numbers have different sign, then always we subtract. If numbers have different sign, means one plus another minus, one minus another one is in plus, then we will subtract. Is it? Directly we will subtract, and subtraction is always greater minus smaller. Now we will go for the sign, then the greater number has negative sign, then we will place negative sign. If greater number has positive, then there will be positive sign. Understood? Okay. Next we go for subtraction. Addition and subtraction you can understand in the same way. Here I have given 4 examples. 12 minus 8, 8 minus 12, minus 12 minus 8 and minus 8 minus 12. Okay, you can use the same technique which we have used in addition of integers. Okay, can you try this? Here are the results. Okay, the next is multiplication of integers. When we multiply two integers, if there are two negative signs or there are even number of negative signs, then the product will be positive. And if there is one negative sign or odd number of negative sign, then the product will be negative. Once again, if you multiply two or more integers and if there are even number of negative sign, then the product will be positive. And if there are odd number of negative sign, then product will be negative. Minus 2, 3, 1 minus. So we will multiply the numbers. 2 3s are 6. Now how many minus we have? Only one. Only one negative sign. So there odd number of negative sign. One is odd, so sign will be minus. Suppose minus 2 into minus 3 into minus 4. Again odd number of negative signs. 1, 2, 3. 3 negative sign. So sign will be minus and the number will be multiplied. 2 3s are 6 and 4s are 24. Is it? Yeah. Now if even number of negative sign, then so minus 2 into minus 3. minus into minus, the sign changes to plus. That means negative into negative, it becomes positive. Is it? Yeah. Now minus 2 into minus 3. 2, 3, there 6, no problem. It is equal to 6. But if the sign minus and here also minus, even number of minus. So even number of minus, that is even number of negative sign, then in product the sign will be positive. Okay, here we have minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Okay, so we are having here 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 negative sign. Okay, now when we multiply 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 is equal to 120, that is multiplication, directly multiply and write. Now sign, we have even number of negative sign, so the sign will be positive. Is it? That means in multiplication, even number of negative sign makes the result positive and odd number of negative sign makes the result negative. Clear? Next is division. Similar technique we can apply in division also. We know that minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. So if you divide this 6 by 3, then we should get minus 2. This 6 divided by minus 2, it is equal to minus 2 minus 3 times is 6, because minus into minus there will be plus, isn't it? So minus 2 minus 3 times is 6. So 6 by minus 2 is equal to minus 3. Is it? Okay. Or suppose minus 6 divided by 3, then 3 into minus 2 will be minus 6. So 3 minus 2 time it is minus 6. So it is equal to minus 2. Is it? Now 6 by 3 equal to 2, no problem. Minus 6 by minus 3 2. Now in very short, in simple technique you can understand, no matter whether in numerator or denominator the negative sign is, okay, if there is only one negative sign, in the result there will be negative sign. If both have the same sign, that means positive sign, numerator and denominator positive sign or negative sign, then in the result the sign will be positive. I think you have understood about the integers, about addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, now we will understand some of the properties of integers.
In the next video.